Alright, welcome to a flawless game I got on Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. The amount of kills I got is somewhere between 10 and 20, and you should go ahead and guess now how many kills I got, just because I said so. So yeah. So, the only reason I got this game is because I'm quite a diehard Resident Evil fan. And today I kind of want to talk about my history with the Resident Evil series. Now, I believe it was around 8th grade or 7th grade, I got Resident Evil 4. Because my friend, was talking about it, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's so cool! So, I convinced my mommy to buy it, and, well, yeah, I got it for my GameCube, because that's the only gaming system I had. And, took it home, and I immediately sucked at it. Like, if you remember Resident Evil 4, like, the first time running an enemy, it's just one dude, like, slowly walking at you, and I could not kill him whatsoever, at all. It took me, like, 3 tries, and I finally got him. So, that was that. I was, astonished. I liked that game so much. So then I decided to, start from number 1. So, got Resident Evil 1, the remake, not the old fancy, terrible cutscene voice acting stuff. No, the remake, which was a lot better, in my opinion anyway. And I wasn't really expecting that type of gameplay. I was expecting more Resident Evil stuff, and I was in for a surprise. So that's when I got into all the puzzle stuff. And I really enjoyed that as well, because it was a totally new experience for me. But I will admit I did have to cheat a little bit by finding out what to do, because I was like in 8th grade, and I had absolutely no idea what to do, except for just walk around and click A until you pick up something and see if it works or not. So yeah, finally beat that game. I was stuck on it. Finally googled what to do, I gave in, beat that. Then comes Resident Evil 2. Now, there wasn't a remake for Resident Evil 2 for the GameCube back then, besides, I believe it's called Dark Side Chronicles, which is out now. So the graphics were a lot worse than the first one, and it was, even though it was such an old game, it goes around like at GameStop. But back when I got it, it was for like $40, and it was used. I was like, what? No way. So I got it, and I was a bit disappointed in the price, but the game itself was good, mainly because there's different scenarios. So basically you have to go through the game 4 times to know exactly what happens, and I thought that was pretty cool. That, and I actually got to see how Leon was introduced to the series with his orange hair, and it magically turned blonde in Resident Evil 4, so that's cool. And then comes, let's see, Resident Evil 3. So main character, let's see, Jill Valentine, huge nemesis dude walking around running at you. Now that guy scared me quite a bit sometimes, because every time he popped up, like, this amazing music would like boom out of nowhere, and he'd start yelling at you going, "Stars!" And then he shot a rocket at me and I died, and then I cried, and I forgot to save, so I had to go back for 2 hours of gameplay to get back to where I was. And boy did I save. Alright, one thing I forgot to say, when I first got Resident Evil 1, I had no idea. Ooh, wait, my first 10 kill streak here in this game. Just got this today, wasn't going for it at all, obviously. So, I would just save, like, after every typewriter I saw. I wasted all the inks and had no saves left, and I was only like, in reality, like, how much it would take 15 minutes or so when you knew what they do to get through the game. So I was like, what? I had to restart all that. All 15 minutes of someone knowing what to do, blah blah. So yeah, Resident Evil 3 wasn't scenario stuff, but the game was, I think it was longer than the others, just a standalone game. And having that nemesis run around and chase you was a really good factor. Let's see, then after I got 3, I didn't get Resident Evil 0. Well yeah, I went back to 0 after 3, I believe. And that game, I didn't complete. Let's see, I got it. I was surprised there was no item box. You just pick up weapons and you have to leave stuff behind. Now I was like, nah, that's not cool. But I ended up liking it towards the end, because you can just drop stuff and pick up stuff and whatever. And that really meant that there wasn't much stuff to pick up since there was no item box. So I was like, oh, okay. So let's see, I played the game, I got to the second disc of it, because on GameCube there's 2 discs for it. And after that, for some reason, I just didn't feel like playing it anymore. And so 2 years later, which is about 5 months ago from when this is uploaded, I finally went back and beat it, but I had to use a little guide to beat it because I forgot where I was and what I had to do. So yeah, that's about that. And I find it weird that they actually made a prequel to the first one for Rebecca and what's his name, Billy or Bobby or whatever his name was. So that about sums up my history with it, and that is why I got this game, because I'm diehard. Oh yeah, wait, I'm not done yet. And then came Resident Evil 5. Now, when I first heard about Resident Evil 5, like all the trailers and everything, I didn't have an Xbox yet. I was still using my GameCube, and I was just watching the trailers, and I swear I thought it was the greatest game ever. So got it, beat it, kind of liked it. A lot more actiony than number 4. Pretty cool. So now Resident Evil 6 is coming near, and that trailer that got uploaded a couple months ago just makes me have like a nerdgasm. So I'm really waiting for it on November, and I might actually just go buy Dragon's Dogma, get the beta for Resident Evil 6, and then return Dragon's Dogma like a day after. And yeah, just get my money back, get the beta, do a walkthrough, a gameplay of that, and that's all I did. So I hope I didn't bore you too bad with my my nerd experience with Resident Evil. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay in the background, and I did get 12 kills in the end. Got an S ranking, not bad. Subscribe, like, see you later.